Hello, this is Richard Lewis for RCPA Conference Visions 2020. We are here with our second interview of the day. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. My name is Brian Perry. I'm the VP of Sales at DCI.
All right. Tell us a little bit about DCI and what you do.
Absolutely. So DCI is a business management platform for Medicaid service providers and self-direction agencies. What really makes us special is about 80% of our staff actually come from the provider side. We're really passionate about what we do.
Awesome. Tell us about any specialty services that we should be aware of.
Sure. So DCI gives you the ability to run your business with one software platform. Our solution provides EVV, electronic visit verification, pretty popular thing lately.
Yes.
Real-time authorization management, billing, payroll time and attendance, scheduling, goal and task tracking, and training and compliance. And what's really special about that, there's a lot of companies that offer either some of these modules or most of them, but DCI was designed that all these modules work hand in hand so that you really get that power of one solution that does everything across the board and talks to each other.
Okay.
So, in all these modules working together, ensure that, the agencies are always in compliance and you get paid the first time.
That sounds like it's kind of important.
Yeah, exactly.
So we can't get through this interview without asking you how COVID-19 has affected how you do business.
Yeah, absolutely. So, that's a tough one. The easy answer is it hasn't affected us in the sense of, what DCI as a core business does, but it's really taken the personal touch out. During our sales process and during our implementation process, and even after the fact, we really like getting on site with agencies. We like to meet people. We like to develop those relationships. And so, with the way COVID is, we haven't been able to do that. So last year we did 26 conferences across the country. This year we've done one. And so that's a huge impact, right? So for me, getting out to be able to see people, talk to people, just meet folks, that opportunity hasn't been there. And so, doing it virtually has been a bit of a change. We've done a lot more video. And so getting good at getting to smile on video, but, really missing that personal touch. It's so important for a software like ours to get into the agency, for our implementation team as well, that they get out, they get on site, they learn each different agency's workflows, what they do, how they do it, and what makes them special. Because I'll tell you, after implementing 100 agencies, you know what I found? There's 100 different agencies out there.
Wait, and let me guess, we're all special, we're all different, right?
Well, everybody does everything just a little bit different.
A little bit different, yes we do.
The ones I do, everybody's just a little bit different. So, it's interesting in that sense, but and we understood that at DCI, but getting that personal touch of being able to be in front of someone, sit down in a conference room and just talk. How do what does your day look like A to Z? What do your DSPs do? What are your supervisors doing? How does all that work together, and what does your workflow look like? It's doable online, but that's a lot harder. There's a lot of things that are just come up organically in conversation as you're sitting there chatting with folks, and all of a sudden you come off some tangent that, you realize, oh, this is a great thing. We can do this and help you out and solve those problems.
That's awesome.
Things that you didn't think about, that we're learning better ways to ask the questions. But, that's always a challenge, right?
We got to learn as we grow.
Absolutely.
So what creative or innovative ways have you found to support your clients this year?
So, we've done a lot of things with our clients from, there were so many payroll and tax changes at the beginning of all this with the CARES Act, that we really had to jump in and just help our clients make some of those changes on the fly. It's not something that we could send out a memo and say, here, go implement this. Right. So our implementation teams basically paused any current, implementations and jumped in to help our existing client base. It took about a week or so to get everyone up and running, make sure everyone was comfortable with between the remote work. We have a neat feature we call news posts that anytime someone logs into DCI, it's right there in their face so they can see anything. And I can't tell you that thing got wore out at the beginning of COVID because everyone was changing their policy so much. It was a great thing for agencies. Anytime someone logs in to clock in or clock out, boom, there's the new policy that just went into effect in their face. So that was nice. Yeah, so that was awesome. But being able to support all of our existing clients quickly and easily, that was a big thing. From excuse me, our perspective from the sales side of things, like I said, we did 26 in-person conferences last year. We've done one this year, and that one was in January.
That's
And
one every other
so,
week, man.
yes, it was. And so it was great. You know, I got to see everybody, got to go. We did a bunch in Pennsylvania, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
But since we couldn't do that, we said, you know, what can we do? No one wanted, you know, back in April, May, June, no one wanted to buy software. That wasn't what this was about. And so we said, what can we do to get back? And so we took and set about doing either giveaways or prizes since April. And we've done one a month, targeting various folks, DSPs, supervisors, admins, you know, everyone kind of in an organization, all the way down to the individuals that everyone's supporting. And so to date, we did, in April, we did care packages to group homes. We sent 140 packages throughout the country. It was awesome. We got some amazing photos and videos from that. It was just
I'm
so
sure
rewarding.
that's so wonderful. I mean, they're the really unsung heroes of this whole crisis. And we just found out we have someone who he basically camped out at one of our homes for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
With folks and didn't leave. He was there. He was in it for it. So wow.
It was so hard because you get folks that were normally used to going out into the community and weren't getting that opportunity, right? They're stuck at home. They're stuck in these homes. And so we did some fun things. We sent in our care packages, we include little games and gifts, dominoes and cards. And to follow that up, we did some coloring pencils and other stuff. And to follow that up, we did a coloring contest for
you went old school fun.
Oh yeah. So we got over 250 art submissions for our first annual art contest. So
I love that. Yeah.
We did for DSP week this week. We just did 55 prizes and over $6,000 in giveaways for buying groceries and restaurants, meals and things like that for DSPs that are going above and beyond during this tough time.
Yeah.
And so we've just done a ton of stuff, over 10,000 in prizes, over, you know, hundreds of packages gone out. I just did one, we wrapped up yesterday for admins across the country. And did over 200 packages to the admins in all these offices that, you know, they're struggling. It's a new way of life and they're having to support these folks. So that's been our big push and how we've tried to be creative and innovative. Folks didn't want to buy software for a few months. We're getting back to what I'll call the new normal now. But how could we give back and what could we do as a software company? And I'll say that was some of the most rewarding things I've done in years. So
I can see. Yeah, absolutely. So anything else you'd like to share with us?
You know, just that DCI is always here to help. We, as I said at the beginning, we come from the provider side.
Yeah.
You know, just to tell the quick little fun story of our origin story, our CEO started as a direct care professional. I won't say how many years ago, but years ago, we'll call it. Worked his way up through an agency to become CEO of an agency and founded DCI out of needs for that agency. So they're in, you know, 6 states, 8,000 employees. So we were written coming from this background, knowing, you know, what a service provider needs, what a consumer directed agency needs. And that's what really, I think, makes us special and sets us apart. And we love the community that we work in and love giving back.
That's really wonderful. And we're glad you're here. So on behalf of the RCPA Conference Visions 2020 and RCPA, we're grateful for your support and we look forward to an exciting time with you during conference this year.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time today. We really are looking forward to this conference.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Richard.